What's going on? Ryan, the automation boss. Another day, another video. So, I'm about to do a kind of like a video series because I have two webinars that I'm helping two people do. One actually is in a couple of weeks, and another one is in the following month. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you all on the video. I'm going to show you guys kind of the process of how I start my webinars. I'll go a little bit into the outreach just to, it's kind of showing it from scratch. So I wanted to jump on, do like a little mini video series. The the webinar I'm going to show you today, this is going to be for a vocational school, a lash school, that we're going to do a free giveaway. So the draw or the offer for this webinar is going to be a free scholarship. I'm giving away a free scholarship for the lash school so they can be certified as a lash tech, certified lash tech. So without further ado, I'm going to switch over to the screen. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I set up some of my webinars, and I'm going to take you guys through the whole process all the way up until the day that we do the webinar. So you got to make sure you stay tuned, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and stay tuned to the channel or my page so you can see how the process of this goes and see how many people we can get on this webinar. Without further ado, I'm going to jump on the screen. Let's take a look. All right, so we're about to jump into the first step. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to show you the funnel that was built. So give me a second. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go through the whole process. I'm not 100% finished with everything. I want to make sure everything is officially actually launched today. I'm going to do a daily, maybe daily or every other day update on everything I'm doing because this is the first webinar um, that's going to launch that's going to be live in about 2 weeks. And then we're going to do the second webinar for a whole different company, a whole different product or service in December, which is a little over 45 days away or so. So let me share my screen. So let's do that. Let's do this first. So first things first, let's go to the actual account. All right, so this is the actual client's account. It's DFW Lash University. We're running several ad campaigns and we're just monitoring a lot of different things. But the first thing I wanted to show you, this is, I believe, her first webinar that she's ever done to get actual clientele. So I've done quite a few webinars, made, good amount of money, doing webinars. So I'm going to run through this and show you guys how everything is set up. So this is the premise of her of the webinar. So we're going to be giving away a $3,500 scholarship, which basically covers the whole certificate. So she has a large lash university where she helps young women or young men or whoever get their lash license so you can legally do lashes. She's in the state of Texas, and I believe she's also licensed in Connecticut as well. So what we're going to do, the whole premise is we're going to do a workshop or a webinar. We're going to show them the steps and how they get their license, and also sprinkle in a little bit of how you can make money in your lash license going from $0 to $5,000 a month. But the kicker, the giveaway or the offer in the webinar is we're going to give away one free scholarship to a lucky student that attends the webinar. But we're going to throw in a raffle. So the webinar is free, but if you want to get access to be able to get the actual scholarship, you have to buy a raffle ticket, which is just $10. You can buy as many raffle tickets as you like. So let's start here in home. Now, I didn't do anything super fancy, too crazy with the funnel. I'm not I'm good at building websites and funnels, but I'm not a master where you're going to get the most artistic looking funnel. But what I always say, my funnels are practical and they work. So I did this the wrong way. So let us jump on that really quick. And I'm going to show you guys what we are going to get with this. All right, so this is the funnel. So as you see at the top, we got win a $3,500 scholarship, your path, your free path to a Lash license. And then we have this, it's just like I said, it's just simple and it's just basic, nothing too crazy. I didn't want to put a whole lot of animations and everything in here. This is actually hard coded into the page. And what it does is once you click secure your spot, it takes you to a landing page. Now, video was actually, this video was actually created in Google Flow or VOE3, um, right within and I'll do a separate video showing that as well. I use that a lot for some of my videos in my webinars because as you know, these days a lot of people don't like to read. So it's easier just to create a video so they can do, makes it easier. This new, generation doesn't like to read, so makes it easier for people. So what you do is when you put in your information, first name, last name, email address. Then now this is important because I want to make sure that we have the follow-up strong with this, with any or all of your automations or your follow-up. So I have the complete consent for text, email, ringless voicemail, and AI voice. This includes AI voice because for outbound AI voice, same thing with text messages and for ringless voicemail. Anything outbound, they have to 100% be consent. It has to be consent there. So I have entered in the compliant disclosures here. So they consent. So we put send. So now once you push send, I need to fix that. It will take you, hold on a second, to the thank you page. Make sure we got everything in here. All right, so thank you page, same thing, super simple, basic, easy, nothing too crazy. But once you go to the thank you page, we have another video. This gives you further instructions on what you need to do. So for the people that like to read, they can read. For the ones that don't read, I created another video in Google VO3E or VO3. Which I'll do a full video on that as well to show you how to use those things. Um, Using these different AI tools, simple and easy. So it says, thank you for registering for your free webinar. Your next step will be to get your raffle ticket. So they're already registered for the webinar. The next step is to get their raffle ticket if they want to have access to be able to potentially get the 3,500 free scholarship. So we're going to scroll down and we are going to click here to purchase your raffle ticket. Not actually there, but so we go down to the last button here. All right, so and she actually wants these colors changed up a little bit, so I'll work on that. But here it has the information on the raffle ticket. So if you want to buy your raffle ticket, the raffle ticket price is just $10. You can buy as many as you want. Click on buy ticket or proceed to payment, and it'll take you directly to the payment page. This is all integrated. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, I'm using Go High Level for this whole process. And my her Stripe account is connected directly to her Go High Level account. So everything is all in-house, built into Go High Level. So this is all in Go High Level. You put all your information in and you put in the number of raffle tickets you want to buy for the raffle ticket. Most people will probably maybe do one or two, if that. And then you complete your order. Once you have purchased your raffle ticket, it will take you to the raffle payment page. Still here. Oh, we just want sorry. It takes you to the thank you page for your raffle ticket. So once you go here, let's go. Let me show you guys. All right. Thank you. Ticket confirmed. Your raffle ticket is your order number for your ticket. And that's it. So now went through the whole process. We built, we did the funnel. And I have some videos that I'll throw up on the YouTube page to show you how to go from building a funnel from point A all the way to Z. Also, how to do AI. Go High Level has updated and did quite a few upgrades. So I'll also show how to update with AI, building a funnel with Go High Level AI as well. So we got the ticket. The ticket's confirmed. We got someone that purchased the a raffle ticket, two raffle tickets. So now this is where the automation starts. So let me go ahead and take you to automations, and I'm going to show you what automations that I have set up, which I'm going to be adding some new ones as well. So the first, here's the webinar. First automations are going to be the webinar registrants. Which looks like we have some in here already. Let's take a look. Let me look at this. All right, perfect. So we actually already have some people that are already in I think we just launched some webinars, not webinars. We just did some posts the other day. So we already have 13 people registered uh for the webinar, which actually all here within the next couple of days, last few days. So we have some people already registered for the webinar, about 13 it looks like. So let me take you through what this looks like really quick. All right, so we have, as soon as they submit that form, that first form that I showed you guys, it will trigger this workflow. And then I want to make sure that we have a tag added. So we know, because she'll probably end up doing multiple webinars, especially if this one does very well. So we want to make sure that we tag the webinar with the webinar date and the name of the webinar, depending on the different types of webinars that you do. Then this is very important because all the automations after this automation are going to be based off of what you put here, which is the event date. So the event date is 11/11/2025 at 8 p.m., which is going to be central because this is, they're in Texas. So all the automations after that are going to be based on this. This is important. Another thing that I'm going to show you, I did not build this. Go High Level has a lot of pre-built templates of workflows already there to make it a lot easier. So all I did is I went into the templates and just clicked on the webinar registration because a lot of us do webinars. And webinars are a great way to get business coming in as well. So we got the date set. That's very important. Whatever event that you're doing, you have to make sure that you have that date set. Then we have the email that goes out. This is just the basic confirmation email. So we got the confirmation email in here saying thanks. I have the contact's name, I have the appointment, start date, and all those different things, all the information. And I'll let them know that they will get that link 24 hours before. I have a ringless voicemail that goes out. Let me see if I can make sure I can share my sound so I can let you guys hear the voicemail. Let's see if it will allow me to use such. There we go. Share computer sound. All right. So I actually built this voicemail in 11 Labs. And if I have some time, I actually might run you guys through and show you how to do that. 11 Labs is super easy, super simple, but let's play this. Hopefully you guys can hear it.
I just wanted to personally thank you for registering for our Lash Boss Blueprint webinar. It's happening soon on November 11th at 8 p.m. Central. I cannot wait to show you how to get licensed and start earning up to $5,000 a month doing lashes. Keep an eye on your email and text for updates, and don't forget to check your spam folder. You don't want to miss this. I'll see you live on the 11th.
Okay, so we have that. Let's save it. All right. Then the confirmation email goes out. The voicemail goes out. We're going to wait 5 minutes and then we're going to send the text message. Reason why we wait 5 minutes, because sometimes before we send a text, because in that text, um, let me see, blueprint. I usually there's an email that goes out, but sometimes it may take a minute for an email to come. So I will always put a wait time of at least 5 minutes or so for a text message. Uh, so the email, so they don't look for the email, say that didn't come. All right, so we got the text that goes out. Then we're going to wait another 5 days, 5 days before the event starts. So we got a wait period, and we have 5 days before the event starts. We're going to have the next set of automations that will go out. And there's still some updating and things I need to do to this, but it has 5 days going out. Then we have another voicemail that will be going out. Listen to this
Hey,
one.
love, we are 5 days away from our Lash Boss Blueprint Live webinar.
Those are 5 days
It kicks off at
away.
8 p.m. Central.
And then we wait 2 minutes, we send a text message. Oh, that's same thing, basic, super simple, easy. Then we wait 24 hours before the event. We go into wait 24 hours a day before. And then it just goes all the way up until 10 minutes before. And then here, this is where I'm going to put the link. I'm going to go back and get that. But everything else is all set up. That's the webinar registration that will be going out. Now, let me show you something else that I've actually already built out. Did a change, so let's make sure I save this. All right, so the next thing I'm going to show you guys is, now this is just the basic outreach. We're going to do that. I have a huge list of people that are interested that we're going to do an email blast to that's going to start today. It's a basic workflow webinar that's going to go out for that. And then I have another workflow in here. I think this is it here. And this is actually, let's see who's in there. Is that me? Yeah, it's me. This is actually a workflow that's going to, I got one more thing I need to put in here, but this is actually the workflow that is going to count the raffle tickets. So anyone that's purchased the raffle ticket, it's going to count to see how many raffle tickets that they have purchased. So that way, when we do the webinar and I do the name of wills, um, will be able to actively, make sure that they have set that up. But that's pretty much it. Pretty simple, pretty basic. There's a lot of other different things that I'm going to be doing as well. I'll do another video on the email outreach and the list that I have to do an email blast. And then we're also going to run a little mini ad for this um, for this webinar as well. We're not going to have a super crazy budget because this this client is actually spending about 90 to $100 a day on Google ads as well. And I'll do a video on that to show you guys. But so this is going to be the start of the ad that I'm going to run specifically for the webinar. I'm going to do another video to show you guys, walk you guys through doing the ad. So if you guys have any questions, got to make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, share, do all of that so we can make sure that, when I do the updates, um, and when I do the next session of this little video, whatever you want to call it, series, you want to make sure that you are able to watch and see what's going on. So, again, this is Ryan Jones, the automation boss. Another day, another video. I want to make sure that you um, follow so you don't miss any of the gems. Because the next video that I'm going to do outside of this, I'm going to show you guys how I made the um, the Google the videos, the AI videos with Google Flow and VOE or VEO 3.1. But again, this is Ryan the Automation Boss. Peace out.